Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in another spectacular-astic episode of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I promise you that I am not sick anymore, and I am, in fact, a living human being on this planet we call Earth. The same planet that Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze was lovely birthed on. And I have two very special guests with me today. Why don't you say something about it?
Wow, that was a massive fumble and a half.
Yeah, I fumble my shows all the time.
I think when we left off, you finished you finished World 2, right?
I finished World 2, yes. And now we're going to my favorite level in the entire game. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding, it is literally the best level in this whole game. I have to ensure that, the stream will be fine. I hope. Because if it drops frames during my precious favorite level, I'm going to throw a fit. So, yes. This level is literally perfect in every way. You're gonna see why.
See, why you show the audience the level in your eyes? Levi, did I ever tell you that I have a Deviantart account?
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I made one 5 years ago.
Wait, I'm dropping.
For only like one purpose, which was to make some like rant art or something.
Hold up.
Of course, I deleted it.
I'm dropping.
But not the
frames.
account, but like I've posted because I was royally pissed off at that point. It was not from like what wait, why'd you get up the level?
So I was making sure the stream's okay. I had a bit of a lag spike when I entered the level, so I wanted to make sure.
Oh, okay.
I want to make sure.
Oh,
the
I
stream's
genuinely
okay.
thought it was me speaking. You got pissed off.
There would be a reason, because last time I paused for a whole hour while you talked about Cuphead during my favorite minecart level in the game, but
Well, you could have told me to wait a little bit.
I wanted you to rant about Cuphead.
Then why are you mad?
I'm not mad.
Wait, hold on. Why are you mad? Why are you sad when you can be glad? Sorry, I was making a reference to a vine.
I'm not mad. I was just pointing it out.
Okay.
Vine!
Anywho's, so Levi, you remember this channel called Dan Plan?
Sounds familiar. I will be honest.
It's that channel where it had Dan, Hossa, and Steven going they have like hosting like scenarios, and then they'll have not really the animators, but like they like draw like frame parts of like the scenario. Let's say like Dungeons and Dragons or like Us or like Zombie Apocalypse, etc., etc. It was fun in the sense of sometimes the visuals, but most of the time like the comedy and like the trio along with like guests that would be invited for their sessions. Like the comedy was very funny, right? There was just one small problem. Dan was kind of a dick, and Hossa left because of Dan being a dick. I won't delve too much because it's been a fat while since I've seen the channel, and yeah, needless to say, I was really pissed off. And I was like, I'm gonna make some rant art because I am just that mad. And so that's what I did. I busted out DeviantArt, drew a horrendous art of how wait, did I say Steve? Yeah, no, Steve, no, not Hossa. No, Hossa was the one. Wait, it was Steven. My fault. It was Steven who felt like Dan didn't really treat him like he was kind of part of the crew, if that makes sense. He kind of treated him more like, oh, you're just kind of there, you're just kind of just the employee, you know? And so that's what I kind of wrote for, like, Steven, like, yelling at Dan for treating him like absolute bookie poo-poo. So, and so I put that, and then, like, a couple years later I was like, yeah, no, I'm taking this art down. This is very petty of me. I mean, the situation was still fucked, but, I mean, I should probably not have this on my record, so I deleted it. I still have the actual art on my computer.
Oh!
Because I like treasuring art, even if it's garbage.
Now that you mention it, Micro, can I show you some of my art that I recently made?
Sure, quick.
You put it in the group chat.
This level.
There we go. The first shit post, oh my god!
Yeah, that's funny. Come on,
The second one was because I hit 3,000 followers on Twitter.
Nice.
Damn it,
Oh, I like the fourth one. It's pretty nice and spooky.
I wish I
Oh, the
had
last one? Oh yeah, just one of my new OCs.
I wish I had
We have a
3,000
shitload of
followers
OCs, I
on
can't really
Twitter.
keep track. What was that Cheech and Beats character that I drew for you?
Oh, I gotta remember. You gotta like be specific. Which one?
It was the one with, it was like the corruption one.
Like it was like a red circle?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
that's this. That was my very first.
There we go, I still have the art.
Oh god, you still have it?
Yeah, I still have it, I keep art even if it's shit.
Also, have a low quality picture of my cat. She looks so fuzzy.
So... JPEG stuff...
Literally perfect. So fun.
Yeah. I like the little dancing trees. It's very nice. Yeah, cheap.
Everything is dancing to this luxurious OST. This is music madness on crack.
Okay, for some reason I can't find any difficulties, but I do know it still has the painful sci file for it, so it's not completely lost. But I'm too lazy to get on my computer, so I don't feel like it. But I do have some other Jeff Shapes and Beats art for, it was for like a, it was like an art contest and never really won, I just kind of did it just because. That's not adorable. It was this one.
Oh, let me look. Ooh! What? Cool. I remember that one.
This was from almost 4 years ago. And good memories.
Oh, memories.
Yeah, I wanted to make it extra spooky. I love that kind of class too. It does look pretty spooky looking back at it. Let's see, what other stuff do I have? Yeah, slime and other things. Yeah, for my recent art, so what I've been doing for the past week or so was actually making redesigns for the Twisteds of Dandy's World.
Ooh.
Because let me tell you, there were some Twisted designs that I did not like at all.
Which ones?
Exhibit A, Tegan's Twisted design. It's boring. Like, horrendously boring.
And I can understand that.
Because she feels like isn't she like an uncommon Twisted or something?
Yeah, like she should be more like detailed like that.
It's just her covering Ico from the arms to her mouth, which is fine, but I don't know. It makes her look too goofy.
Yeah.
When I see her, I'm like, am I supposed to be scared by this Karen?
Yeah. Who else do you think needs a redesign?
There was definitely V. V's design is so disappointing.
Yeah.
It's just her being 6 feet tall and just being like, oh look, I'm so mad.
When I saw Twisted V at first, I was like, really? That's it? Because I
The
love
concept was interesting, but that's it.
Twisted Sprout probably has the best design out of all the other mains. Twisted Sprout looks fucking terrible. Oh my god, I just cursed. I'm so sorry. You're streaming.
You can curse on my stream.
Cursing this whole time, brother.
Okay. But yeah, no, Twisted Sprout's design is fucking awesome. It's scary, but it's good.
Time for the grand finale of this level.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
You're more Loki.
Oh, that's very nice. Oh, that's some nice cat pictures.
He's got a little leaf on him.
Oh.
I hope whoever made
Yeah,
this
I'll show the redesign first before we, actually, there's 2 of them, actually, that I've done. So, this was the rough concept. That I did at first.
That's cool.
whoever made that level.
Yeah, I was kind of
deserves a
bringing
sloppy
back like
onion.
the scrap design that V had,
Things.
that the creator made. Because I did like the like snake-ish design for V quite a bit actually. And then for the final concept, I did this. Where I kept the Icar from the bottom half, but for the tail, her microphone tail, I had it attached to her left arm. Along with, I didn't know what to do with the bow tie, because the bow tie on her twisted form in the actual game, I don't know, I didn't think it was utilized that much, it was just a random tie, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's that way the tie was used by Dandy in my own headcanon version of how we became a Twisted. Since we know that, well, according to the conversations that she has for the other tunes, is that she has a distaste for Dandy. So what I was thinking is that we and Dandy would have fights every so often, and at some point it escalates to the point where like Dandy just straight up kills her.
Oh.
By cutting up her legs and then chopping off her left arm, and then finishing off by choking her with her bow tie. Hence the bow tie still wrapped around her neck. And of course, I had a little, and then like, what was up?
Oh, nothing. I just took the damage.
I was gonna say, you can still send me some of the designs, but I just realized I have to go.
Already?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll probably be back.
fine.
I'll probably be back if you guys are still streaming.
I likely still
See ya.
will be.
Alright, bye.
Bye bye.
Alright, see ya.
That's a little unfortunate.
It was, but it's okay.
Still
It says I have-
pictures. I forgot to say this until now, because I was engrossed in the conversation. But, hi, cousin. And hi, George. Playing the demo for Monkey Returns. And decided you should get
Alright, for Shelly.
You've been deciding if you should get Returns or Tropical Freeze. I would still say Tropical Freeze. Like, Returns is fun. It's real good, but this game absolutely blows it out of the water. And then throws it back in just so it can throw it out of the water again.
I'm getting another request to redesign Shelly, but here's the problem. I don't really know what to really change.
I mean, Shelly is kind of, like, really good, so, like, what is there to really change?
I mean, I'll see what I can change. I'm not gonna do it instantly right now.
You could try to do an alternate take on Shelly, but...
Maybe, kind of like, not really a redesign, more of like how I would draw it.
Yeah, maybe just in your style.
Okay, let me look back at the, let's see, let me look back at the, design again. Can't, like, way too fast. Danny's World, Shelly. Let me look at her personality just to get a good idea. That was actually a bit more than okay. Is an extroverted, is extrovert who often likes to talk about interests and dinosaurs and other forms of history. She is supportive and kind towards others. She also seems to have worries about being ignored, which possibly means she has autophobia.
What?
I have never heard that term before.
That's sad.
Autophobia.
Autophobia.
Also called monophobia, isoscelophobia, or eremophobia is a specific phobia, or morbid fear or dread of oneself, or of being alone, isolated, abandoned, ignored. This specific phobia is associated with the idea of being alone. Basically, you have a fear of being alone and not wanting to be ignored.
Huh. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I've heard of being autosexual, but I haven't heard of autophobia.
It's like two completely different terms, which is crazy.
It's like the direct opposite of each other.
Let me keep reading. Seems to have worry about being ignored, but tries to brush it off and claims that she's fine. Based on interactions with Tegan and Tisha, she also seems to be shocked when, like Astro or V talks to her, possibly due to how ignored she is compared to the other mains. She's also the most ignored, forgotten tune out of all the mains, and has been implied multiple times in the game, and in one of Cole's doodles, even Shelly herself acknowledges it. So, wait, has been implied multiple times in the game. So basically, canonically, she is one of the more forgotten main tunes, and fears of being left in the dark.
Huh.
That actually explains why Shelly. That actually explains why Shelly is very touched to be, because we acknowledge her, and she's like, thank you so much.
Oh my god, thank you.
Also, I'll be right back.
Okay. These bonus stages suck. You're the only part of this game that are lame. Oh, would you look at that? I have gotten myself a grandiose.
Alright, so. Alright, I'm back.
Okay, so one detail I forgot to point out last time. So I can't ever unsee this because my stepbrother pointed it out the day I got the game. But unlike Donkey Kong Country Returns, where on Rambi you would, in order to go faster, DK would just kind of, I don't know, slap the side of Rambi just to be like, hey, go, adios, get going. No, in this game, Donkey Kong just straight fucking spanks Rambi over and over.
That's funny.
Just fucking spanks him over and over.
It's like Super Mario World all over again. People accuse Mario of being an animal abuser because he supposedly punches Yoshi's head to make him eat enemies and fruits.
Oh yeah. See, I always thought it was just. See, I always thought it was just Mario pointing for Yoshi to do that, like a commandment. But Mario World just looks like he's punching him. Oh dear God, lightning! No.
Alright, is there trivia? Here we go. Let's see. Joey's friends, your competition, shall we be a focus episode of What's that in Moonlight?
Oh Lord, it's storming. Run, Rambi, run! Oh my God, now we're in a tornado. God, this is kind of crazy.
Okay.
I wanted the Dixie Kong barrel! Fine. I'll participate in another one of these bonus stages.
Okay, so what I've learned is that Shelly's shape of her head is an ammonite. Which the type of look at this, is a marine mollusk with mollusks with coiled shells that live in the ocean. Make a part of the ocean ecosystem. It's basically, yeah, you know, it's like little, like, I guess it's like an ancient. Wait, is it ancient or is there some? No, there's some still here. Show more. Oh, here, I'll just show you a picture just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. And I have no clue how to explain this. But the interesting part is that Shelly's shell isn't a dinosaur shell. It is a shell from a marine creature.
That's interesting. And a machine.
I mean, the idea of Twisted Shelly having like her bottom half being a dinosaur is really cool, right? It's really interesting, right?
Yeah.
I guess the one main issue is that the shell that Shelly isn't really a dinosaur fossil.
Yeah, it's more so just... yeah, it's more so that. Also...
So that...
You know, I was gonna make a joke. It probably wouldn't be very funny.
You could type it in the ends.
Oh, it's just, you know, about the current condition of this.
Also, I really like the background too. The wildfire and all that.
Yeah. That was a joke I was gonna make.
Oh. Probably not right now.
Yeah,
It would be funny, but at the moment, still kind of fresh.
yeah, it's still a pressing issue. I'm not gonna do it.
It would have been funny. I mean, one thing I'll bring up is that I remember wildfires back when I used to be in California, like in 2nd grade, where I was in a building 2 blocks away from my old elementary school. And it's like a couple blocks because the whole sky was orange.
Oh my god, yeah. And
It
this-
was that bad back in 2nd grade for me. And then when I used to go to my special kindergarten building that wasn't in the elementary school, it was like a few miles away. There was a building across the street from it that caught on fire. I didn't see the fire. It was just like just one day. I was like, oh, why did that building burn down?
gosh.
And then, oh, you can't forget the 2017 fire back in December, where it was up in the mountains, I think, and just all the smoke came crashing down. Where was that? It was so hard to breathe.
Ooh. This is
Yeah, it was so bad that I got an extra week of winter break.
damn. This is
Because for the life of me, like, not for me, not just for me, but for life of everybody else, the problem was that the schools were outdoors, meaning that the second you step out of the classroom, you're already outside.
yeah.
That's the problem. If it was like a school that I went to back in Texas, where you're mainly indoors when you walk out of the classroom, you're still indoors, that's fine, right? But since these schools were made in like, what, in the 1950s? We check.
This is one of my absolute favorite levels in the game as well, because it perfectly encapsulates the atmosphere of the forest fire. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Except for the fact that we're in a fucking banana temple now.
I honestly miss my old elementary school, to be honest.
I do as well. I'm gonna be real, I went on a VR chat world that is kind of like elementary school nostalgia, and I feel like I nearly cried when I was in that world. I'm just like, fuck, take me back, man.
There's some old teachers or school over there. Let's see.
I think some of my teachers from my elementary school still work at the school I went to. I'm not gonna name drop the school, but like, it is a pretty popular school in the area to my knowledge. Owie!
Oh my god, Miss Gomez is still over there? Shit.
Don't name drop your teachers.
Well, it's been like almost a decade, over a decade at least. I am referring to which school it is either, so.
Okay. As long as it's Big enough.
Let's see. Okay. Donut. You. I think I remember you, but I don't know your voice. Your face looks way too. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, she's still. I haven't saved too much, sorry. She's brings up so many memories.
Oh yeah.
So, from what I can see, only 3, maybe 4 teachers that I remember were still at that school.
Oh dang. My heart would probably melt if I checked in on the status of my teachers from my elementary/middle school. I think I did a while back. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so happy they're still doing good over there.
Excuse me. Here we go. The schools were built around 1959.
Dang, that's...
I got a little bit off topic, but the whole point is that, yeah, the wildfires in California were not a joke.
They're pretty...
You ever do it, man?
Fuck! Damn it, DK, you fucking piece of shit! All you had to do was not to use my fucking cane, you stupid ass ape! I said I wouldn't do any Cranky Kong impressions. Fucking serious. Did I get all the Kong letters? I'm sure I did.
Yeah, back to the Shelly topic.
Sorry, I kind of derailed there.
Man, yeah, don't get me wrong. The idea of Twisted Shelly having the bottom half of her body being a dinosaur is a great concept. It is.
Oh yeah.
I guess the main thing that bugs me is that the shell that Shelly's representing is not a dinosaur shell. It's a marine. It's a marine animal.
So not fully.
So that part kind of bugs me.
Not fully prehistoric.
Well, I mean, there were some ammonite shells that were from millions of years ago. So, like, yes, that counts. The ammonites were marine mollusks with cold shells that lived in the ocean for over 350 million years. So, by that logic, it's prehistoric, yes. Which, of course, makes sense. Again, the main issue is that the shell that Shelly is not a dinosaur.
Maybe the ichor could help morph her shell to be kind of more of a dinosaur shaped looking. Or what you could do is maybe you could redesign normal Shelly and then redesign your version of a twisted Shelly of your design.
On dinosaurs awesome.
That's a lot of fish.
And look at the vial one more time. So, likes to talk about her interest in dinosaurs and other forms of prehistoric life. If she loves dinosaurs, we'll talk about prehistoric stuff. So, I guess by that logic of her liking dinosaurs, she became a dinosaur. She, in her twisted form, becomes, you know, a dinosaur. Which again is not bad. It obviously makes sense. It's just the shell kind of bugged me.
Yeah.
But I don't think we should completely get rid of the dinosaur aspect. Maybe I could try to... Because... Well, let's... Let me look at them one more time. Maybe, instead of removing the dinosaur aspect altogether, I could possibly try to mix it with the Ammonite.
Okay. That could be interesting. Oh, I have to do this level 3 times. Oh, that's fun.
Let me be specific. Prehistoric Ammonite. So the shells were much more... Okay, so the shells were much more spikier for the prehistoric Ammonites. Because it pretty much looks like a squid that got their head stuck in the shell. So what I was thinking is that the shell part could be spiky. Could be a very spiky shell, which let me show you right here. Here, when you're done, that is. This is a pretty cool level, I will say.
It's a pretty interesting little Geometry Dash rocket level. Has a lot of dead fish.
I'm just guessing the enemy, the villains are getting all the, ooh, secret exit.
I guess the villains want some fish.
Ooh, lives!
15 lives. Not max lives.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about in the DMs.
Ammonite.
This is a prehistoric Ammonite.
Oh yeah, prehistoric. That okay? Yeah, that would work a lot better for what is it? For Shelly's design, because it would kind of work, you know, with her being very dinosaur inspired, but she's kind of just like a normal Hammerite in the
Now,
actual.
looking at Shelly's design, it looks like, yeah, the whole part is on the left side of her.
I'll tell you this.
So,
This game is better fire than Adventure Camp Season 4 does. I can't resist. The chat will have no idea what I'm talking about.
Would you mind explaining? We got all night.
I explained this in I explained the series in one of the streams, but there's a, what is it? There's an indie show called Disventure Camp, which is kind of like a spiritual successor to Total Drama, except it has a little bit more adult themes and swearing and stuff.
I mean, the swearing gets a bit tiring in the 3rd season.
Yeah, and it starts out pretty darn. I mean, I still like the series. It starts pretty darn good in the 1st season, even though they had to redo the 1st season. 2nd season is fine, but it has some issues. 3rd season can kiss my ass. My holy shit. And right now they're on their 4th season, which so far isn't too bad. It's had a lot of animation errors, but I've been fairly invested in it. It's pretty solid. But the thing is, the funny thing with it is it seems to have been animated on a bit of a lower budget because episodes like 2, 3, I don't think episode 4 had animation issues, but there were a plethora of animation issues throughout episodes 2 and 3 of the show. There were some in 4, but not as many. And it's just an absolutely ridiculous degree of animation errors. And one of the most noticeable ones is, and it appears in almost every episode, is there are torches in the background, specifically for elimination scene, because, you know, it's nighttime, very dramatic, stuff like that. However, the GIF they used for the fire effect, the torch fire effect, is not a very consistent one, or they didn't make it very consistent, because that shit is jumping around like gosh darn crazy. In every single scene that there is a torch, that fire cannot stay still. Like, it looks like it is just having the flickeriest of frames in its entire career. And it's so bad to where you can see the reference drawing in the background for the fire, and they didn't bother to remove it for the GIF. And there's a point, I believe in episode 3 of season 4, where the fire GIF just outright stops animating.
Pretty much.
And it's just like, did anybody proof watch this?
My guess is probably maybe. I don't know, I'm being too generous.
They probably watched it once and were probably like, it's good enough, we gotta be on schedule.
That's what it feels like to me, because I didn't think they'd be that careless.
Yeah.
Unless they were on a schedule, so. I think that's why they're having the episodes come out every 2 weeks now.
Yeah, I think they probably were like, okay, there's a lot of animation errors happening. We need to pump the brakes a bit, which honestly, I'm okay with, because the animation in, the episodes 2 and episodes 2 and 3 are it's so distractingly, like, there's so many distracting errors that actively make me question what the hell is happening to this universe. I understand it is an indie animated show, but like, where was QA when they needed it?
Another thing too is that season 3 had no issues with errors.
It really didn't, you know.
I mean, it also followed the same schedule too, but I think it was like midway through the season they were like, oh, let's make it to 1 week now. I think, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, let me check. I could be wrong.
'Cause I do think it was 1 week after a while.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a community post about it. Although I might have to just scroll through all of it just to get to the point. Don't care, don't care, don't care.
Phoenix Sabuku.
Yeah, there we go. It was after episode 12 in season 3, where they're like, hey, good news everybody! We're gonna start having episodes every week!
The poor writers.
I mean, the writing at that point was still kind of shit, so...
I guess they're done at that point. Also, this is... Wait, I missed an... Oh, fuck! Wait, no, I just have to kill myself. That's all I can do.
I'm getting tired.
Go out of your way to kill Donkey Kong.
Yeah, they started having their weekly episodes after episode 12, season 3. So they were doing that for a while, and then they came across issues involving one of their animators. I had to go through that, so I can understand having to like slow down the schedule
Oh, yeah.
to try to recover from what happened.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely probably the right call to, slow down, because there's not really anything distracting in any of the newer episodes, you know, aside from
Yeah, Ryder and I just find the dumbest shit to laugh at.
anything that's supposed to be not funny. I can't help but find it the funniest shit ever.
And I know that there are like some people hate Ivy in season 4. For me, I'm not really the hate train with Ivy. I'm just kind of confused.
I don't know what direction they're going for with their character. Like, is she an antagonist? Is she neutral? Is she a big whiny baby? Or is she the mature woman? I don't fucking know what they're trying to do with her.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm not really, like mentioned before, I'm not really in the hate train. I'm just more like just scratching my head a little bit. But just giving them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe there might be something with Ivy that might be interesting. But the thing that I just can't take seriously is just how just Ivy just after her just supposedly failing her team the first time, even though if she could just kept her mouth shut, then their team would have won, but okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
It was the fact that like after a wholesome scene, it immediately cuts to from Ivy Just her wailing and
Sure.
crying like, I'm so useless, which is funny for two reasons. Number one, the scene just cuts to her crying. So that part's funny. And number two, like, their team was gonna win regardless. Like, I understand if you felt a little bit hurt with not being a perfect score in your eyes, but like, your team was gonna win.
Team was
Why
gonna
are you
win,
complaining?
Like you had a hard-ass lead, and it was just like, what? My performance wasn't a 10 out of 10? How dare you?
Like, I'm pretty sure Derek and Trevor could just like cry about it and then continue on and be like, yeah, your team still won. Get over it.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, they went the freaking savage route. They were just like, oh right, we didn't score correctly. It's even lower.
And the reasoning behind it is also still really dumb.
Yeah, the reasoning was pretty stupid.
Like Sam or Spencer, saying that much for Spencer, sure, that's a pretty solid argument. But then what about fucking Housewife? She only saw him once for the other team, are you not gonna punish them?
Yeah, I mean, what's her face? Linda only sang a little bit.
Yeah, there we go, Linda.
Yeah, she only sang a little bit, and it was fucking bad. You're not gonna dock points from them?
It's more like bias than anything.
Is it because did they get a 10 out of 10 because they whipped out a lesbian kiss on a whim?
Sounds like bias.
Sounds like bias.
So yeah, that whole scene was just extremely dumb. And not like the good kind here, not like a ha funny dumb, right? It was more just huh?
It's like, what? What do you mean? What are you smoking, show?
Like, the thing that could have been better, like I mentioned before, is just give the performance with Ivy, give it the 8, and let her cry about it, and then have the scene with Zayd walking on his own to eventually hear Ivy crying. That would have been a little bit better, in my opinion.
Would have been better, wouldn't have been such a drawing jump. I wouldn't have been fucking headshot with a random crying scene out of nowhere after dedicating my soul to a pretty wholesome scene.
And the acting after that, I do.
It's like, what's wrong? Leave me alone! You don't want to see me like this. I do!
I do.
Like Sonic the Hedgehog. You don't want to see me like this. I do!
Just the most Sonic energy you can ever say.
Like, I do want to listen to you pour your heart out.
So, like, in conclusion, like, that whole thing with Ivy being shown to be a perfectionist, wanting to be a perfectionist, and beating herself up because of not getting a perfect score, and all that, which, in my personal opinion, just kind of comes out of nowhere, but whatever, that's the least of our concerns. It's just the way that it's set up and then delivered for her to actually to talk out her problems to Zayd is very jarring.
It really is.
it felt like the beginning was like a slap in the face for the wrong reasons to justify her team losing because she complained. They could have said get over it. Quit being a baby.
It's like, get over it. An 8 out of 10 is fucking good.
And then have her whine about it afterwards.
Yeah.
It's just that them, like, I don't mind, like, honestly, it would have been a little bit funnier if it was like, I don't know, like, one of them had it was like a 9, an 8, and a 9, right? And she was like, that's it? Oh yeah, my mistake, they're all 8s. And she's like, how dare you, right? That would have been funny, and they still would have won.
If they won, like, that would have been even funnier if she was upset over it. Be like, wow, you won and you're still petty about an 8 out of 10.
I think the excuse for that would be like, well, I mean, you're kind of being a brat right now. You're lucky that the 3 of us giving you all 8s is still making your team win, right? And then it made me be like, if you're gonna keep on complaining, we'll drop it down until your team loses. And then she'd be like, fine, right?
Yeah.
Like, there could have been so many ways to go with. Okay, now I'm pissing myself off.
The potential! The potential!
The mixed potential of this venture now.
Season 3 is just the king of missed potentials, I swear.
Imagine if our nation was watching this stream.
I mean, it's unlikely.
I doubt it.
You think so?
No, sorry. I doubt they're watching, that's what I meant.
I mean, you're streaming Donkey Kong, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna expect us to talk about their show.
Imagine Odd Nation is just like, Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, let's see if there are any dedicated Disventure Camp fans playing Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. The only game I could see them checking in on is Smash, because they reference Smash pretty frequently. And by that, I mean probably whoever keeps donating to the voice tier to get someone to get Allie and Tess to fucking talk to them. Especially that one person who donated an insane amount of money to have numerous conversations with Tess.
I haven't checked on their channel. That one person who donated like, what, $800? Maybe more? I don't remember. But they deleted a lot of their community posts from what I remember. Because one of them happened to be like, oh, I can't believe this is gone. She was my favorite character. It had a massive meltdown.
It was like, whoop.
Like, Jesus Christ, like, I would be really upset if one of my favorite characters was eliminated, i.e. Diego. I was devastated. You don't see me making a meltdown post about it.
It's like, guys, I've come to a heartbreaking conclusion that after this, I won't be able to watch this show anymore. I just can't take it. It's too much to handle.
It's so stupid.
It's like, oh.
They're treated like they're dead. That's the thing.
I mean, like, you can still voice request the crap out of that character. You pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Automation has an insane legal document on Tess where the voice actress will come back and voice them anytime as long as they get paid, I don't know, $100 now, I think. If I had that kind of money, I probably would do a voice request for one of those characters.
What would the question be for which character was the thing?
That's a good question. I'd have to think about that. I'd just be like... Probably either be something simple, or it'd probably be something there's not. Is it? It'd probably be either something I have to question logic in a previous season, like, oh, why did you go and do this? Or I'd probably be like, can you please tell me who your favorite, can you please tell me what your favorite pizza topping is?
Oh, I know. It could be a question of, like, if you were to pick a character to cosplay as, like, which character to cosplay as, who would be and why? Oh, but specifically like a superhero.
If you had to pick one superhero to cosplay as, who would you cosplay as? Aiden would be like, oh, that's easy. I'd cosplay as the Flash.
Because... I actually don't know.
Because I went in VR and went fast once.
Yeah, because I used to play a lot of Sonic.
I used to play a lot of Sonic, yes.
I'm a Sonic fan.
Oh my god, Aiden, the Aiden from Disventure Camp being a Sonic fan? Holy crap. My entire life is built up to this. Yeah, and honestly, I have to think about what I would do. I mean, if it could be... I mean, if I was able to do it, like... I mean, realistically, I know what I'd probably... If I were given one free commission for that, I think I know what I'd do with it. But that's a secret.
Okay. That's like a little mechanic right here, where our platforms will be lowered to like an electric field if you stay on it for too long.
Yeah, it's a nice bit of like, you can't stand here. It ain't safe.
Oh, nice.
I would like to ask your level design teacher what he thinks of this game.
Okay. Actually, another thing too. It's just a random question. It just now popped in my head.
What's up?
It has nothing to do with games, but it was like a book series I used to read back in elementary school that surprisingly looking back at it now, like it's surprisingly dark. Where it's like it's like a series where it's like where it's like a kid who thinks like, oh, like the teacher or the butcher from like the meat stores or other like adults are like very scary people who go around and do bad things to kids by dictating them or even killing them.
What the hell?
Figure out what the fuck let's see.
What the fuck?
Sorry.
Oh, nothing. You're fine. Should have just hit Dixie Kong. Sorry, I got my name. Dixie Kong, get out here.
No, not Dark Shadows. I never really read Pete the Cat, like, at all. I know that book was popular.
Flip the cat?
Pete the Cat.
I honestly do not think I've heard of that.
I never really read it, so I can't really comment on it as much, but I think... Oh, my.
Now, when I was in school, I was super into Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but I didn't really get why it was so good. I just liked the drawings.
Goosebumps. Alice didn't read Goosebumps either.
Oh yeah, I never read Goosebumps. There were a lot of people that were really into it when I was in middle school, but I never really didn't get it.
I think it's just because of like, oh, we're monsters and stuff, spooky, right? I don't know why I wasn't really that invested into it.
Yeah. It kind of took a lot for me to get into a book series when I was in middle school. I mostly did it because I had to. Because, you know, required reading and stuff. But, there were some books that I was into. I was very into a book series called, I was very into a book series called Michael Bay, which I honestly don't know how good it is now. What is it? Basically, it's about this teenager that goes to school. It just so happens to have electric powers, but shocker, there are other kids out there with electric powers, different kinds of electric powers.
Okay.
I don't really remember how good it is. I just remember the people in middle school liked it. It was popular, so I was like, you know what? If I have to read something, I'm gonna read this.
Oh my god, I found it. Okay, so it's a book. The book series is from Mike Fowler, I think he pronounced his last name. But there was a book that I remember. It was called A Teacher from a Black Lagoon, and basically some kid who overthinks their teacher being like this like alligator monster that is like so strict that she will like take a kid's head and make them like a globe or something, like those like a it's like Earth globes, little spinny things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that, and like eat them, and make their head explode, and so forth.
Gosh.
I don't know why, like, I vividly remember these books because they kind of make me scared a bit. Not from, like, me being like, oh, I'm scared of my teacher now, more just like, these books are kind of creepy.
It took a lot for books to scare me, but there were... Oh god, there was a book series that, like, really... I don't know what it was. I think it was... I'm trying to remember what it was called. There was a book about a kid and his dog. I think it was called... It must have been, like, called Shiloh or something. And, like, I don't know, it seemed to be, it was a pretty mostly innocent book, but it did have slightly more mature themes, like it did have occasional light swearing in it, which I'm surprised we were allowed to read in 4th grade, the thing is, there was a scene in this book that really disturbed me because it was, I think there was a group, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I think there was a group of people that, like, kidnapped the dog, because Shiloh is a dog that the kid owns. And, like, apparently they tortured the dog. I don't know if it was off-screen or not, but they did some horrific stuff to the dog, and they went into very deep detail about how they cut incredibly deep into, like, the wound of a dog to the point to where like, looking into the wound, you saw part of the dog's, like, bone.
And damn.
I'm just like, ugh! This is graphic! Like, why do we have to read this, teacher? And we read this together as a class, so we were all reading it. I'm just like, why are we reading this? This is disgusting. Because I don't think anyone else seemed to be grossed out by it. It was just me that was just like, I don't want to read this. This is fucking gross.
Yeah. The book that I found is the Black Lagoon series where it's like the lunch lady from the Black Lagoon, my teacher from the Black Lagoon, my busher from the Black Lagoon, so on and so forth. And again, all it is just like the kid like overthinking, like, oh, they're like some crocodile or some Frankenstein, all that, right? And like overthinking it, and like at the end it's like, oh, they're not so bad. Like I said, I don't know. But like the books themselves, like they are like a little bit creepy. Not just from the art style alone, but like what happens in this like imagination that the kid has.
Man. Yeah, some of the books that we read in school were really weird.
I read War Horse in middle school. That was pretty good. It's about like a family who owns this farm, and they make ends meet to pay their livings, right? And then one day the father goes to like a betting what's it called? It's like when there's like a dude who like gives away something and there's like bets being formed. A rally?
It's like a... Is it like an auction?
Auction, thank you. There's an auction for a horse, right? And so the father, or was it the son? I don't remember if it was the father or the son. I think it was the son actually. I actually don't remember either way. One of the family members gets the horse with a very high price in the auction. And so like they're bringing the horse back to the family, and the family is like, what the fuck? Like, you bet way too high, like, the horse is not gonna be that much of value, right? And then the son's like, oh, no, you're wrong, the horse can do a lot more for us, right? And so he proves it by training the horse how to help, with crops and all that, right? It goes well and dandy until the dad's like, yeah, no, it was the son that was betting in the auction, okay, I remember. And the dad was like, I am very sorry, but we really need to sell this horse in order to pay our stuff, right? And so he sells the horse to a military unit who takes the horse to a war that's currently happening.
This game fucking sucks.
Anyways, the horse then gets sold to a military unit, to where the horse is now going through the harsh reality of war.
Oh god.
Hence the name. And so the horse survives through every single attack, goes to different camps, right? And then eventually, towards the end of the book, the horse is founded by the son again, because beforehand the son tied like a red bandana, or like a red scarf around the horse, so that when the horse comes back, the son can recognize that horse. And so they reunite, yay, yippee, the horse survived, yeah, at the end.
Interesting. It sounds similar to a movie I watched, but I don't remember the name of that. Also, this music is fucking incredible. This is one of the best underwater themes in any game ever.
There was a movie of War Horse 2 that I watched.
Interesting.
I thought the movie was fine. I don't remember too much about it.
something I've seen before when it comes to the horse. Like, I've seen a movie where a horse gets entered into, like, a big race, but it has, like, a broken foot. I don't remember what it was called.
I don't know, actually. I don't think I've read anything like that yet. Or seen anything like that.
Yeah, I do remember it being...
I remember reading and watching Hatchet.
What's
No, but Hatchet, it has a...
What's Hatchet about?
Hatchet is about a boy that was on this airplane trip with someone, like his father or something, or a relative, I don't remember. And instead plane crashes in the middle of the forest, and so now the kid, with this trusty hatchet that he was given to by his dad, he now has to survive in the wilderness for weeks, I think. Months even, I think. I don't remember.
Damn.
And he's eventually rescued, I think. But I will say, the movie was kind of bad.
Oof.
In the sense that like, the acting with the boy was just really, really bad. And where they, like, whenever they try to act mad and like pissed off, like, oh, this is really making me really mad, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, the voice actor does not portray that well. It feels like they're trying to get mad, but it feels like they're not trying to be as loud, like they're like in their mom and dad's house and don't want to yell throughout the entirety of the household.
Yeah, I don't think that's something you'd want portrayed in an official production.
I will say the one thing that made me want to gag a little bit, that was a little bit scary, was when the boy went back to the rubbish of the plane to get more supplies. That was underwater, by the way. And so when he was trying to get inside the plane, the pilot's body was still in there, and what pops out is a rotting, drowning corpse.
Ew.
That was like, ooh, ooh. What the ooh?
But why'd you put that in
That's kind of like around everything else is a massive blur. All this just kid, all this just plane crashes and kid survives. Kid gets rescued. Eventually. One other book I read from middle school was To Kill a Mockingbird.
Now that
was a good one.
I don't think I read it, but I've heard of that.
I don't remember the book too much along with the movie, but I do know it's about. I think it's like a dark-skinned individual being convicted of a crime he didn't do because of like. I think it's called segregation, where it's like colored people were not treated that equally compared to other citizens. So it took place in that timeline. And I think the dude that was convicted gets killed by someone, I think. Again, I could be wrong with the story, but it is pretty tragic.
It does sound very tragic.
Why did he just disappear like that?
He disintegrates into bubbles.
Why doesn't he pull like a model just drown or something?
Yeah, he doesn't even just drown and the screen fades, no, he freaking, his model shrinks out of existence. Like, what?
That's lazy.
It's a weird, I don't know if I call it a weird stylistic choice or like, because they animated a new death pose just for dying underwater. It's just like, We need our whole pal dicks for this. In the Donkey Kong Country show, sometimes Dixie Kong is referred to by Dix. Which, how the fuck did they not know?
I guess they weren't thinking too hard.
I'm getting lucky with these 15 balloons. My gosh. Douglas.
You're a thing where it's like you're really tired and you want to sleep.
You're really tired, but you have to stay up.
Oh, you want to stay up because you're like, no, I don't want to feel tired.
Yeah, I get that feeling.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm for now. Like, I'm really tired, but I don't want to be tired.
If you're tired, you don't have to stay up all the time. I mean, I will end it after the swirl, but... If you do want to stay up, why don't you... Maybe what you could do to try to wake yourself up a bit, you could try to... You could get up and walk around before you go to bed. Maybe that could get you the blood pumping.
No.
That's if you want to stay up. But like, if you want to... I mean, if you don't... I mean, if you want to go to bed, you can go to bed.
I'll go maybe in a few minutes.
Okay.
I'll stick around for a little bit longer.
Alrighty. I do appreciate you.
I won't be talking as much.
That's fine. I can't think of any other books I read when I was...
There's the Fat Stanley books. Flat. F-L-A-T. Flat.
Flat Stanley. I don't think I've read those.
It's where he gets crushed by either a dresser or a wardrobe and becomes completely flat.
That sounds fun.
And goes through his life being flat.
That sounds pretty fun.
There was the old version and there was like the modern versions. Yeah, the clear me. For Flat Stanley. And I like both versions. They're pretty fun. Pretty creative too.
I would like something you could get creative with. The little big flat thing. Oh, that's a secret. Just pissing level. Ow!
I'm kind of wondering if,
What's up?
I don't know if it's gonna be something that a company would do later on, but I think there might be like a... This is just a prediction. They put a massive mountain of salt. There could be a chance a company might take the series and make it either a show or a movie.
I feel like a movie would have quite a bit of potential. I mean, even if it's like a low-budget movie. But that could be an interesting concept. I know there was a... I don't know if it was don't know if it was a book or not, but I know recently there was a movie for Dogman that came out. I don't know if that was a book or not. I think it's like a, I don't know who did it. It might have been. It was either DreamWorks or someone else, but it seems like it's, I don't know, I keep seeing trailers for it every single time I go to the movie theater. It seems like, it reminds me of the Captain Underpants movie. That was a pretty popular book series before it turned into. Oh god, have you seen what they did to the, was it, you know Diary of a Wimpy Kid, right? You know what Diary of a Wimpy Kid is?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was supposed to know a little bit.
No, you're fine.
In the point where we're like in Space Nest and we're just at the brink of falling asleep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know how they made like a bunch of live action movies for Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
I heard they were fun.
Yeah, they're. I mean, I need to kill myself. The live action Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies, or the first three at least, were actually quite good. Like, I watched those a bunch as a kid, and, you know, even nowadays, like, they're actually pretty decent films. Except the fourth one, frickin' sucked, because it completely lost any amount of what made the first three good, and they replaced the actors. This level. Yeah, so they basically had the first three movies, and they had a stellar cast for those three movies, and then the fourth movie happened, and they changed everyone in the cast, and was nowhere near as good. And then, you know, because the other live-action crew didn't hold a candle to the previous trilogy's crew, what they did is they went the animated route, which makes a lot more sense. And I don't think it was I don't know if it was ever planned to be a theatrical release or not, but they showed a teaser for it like a good long time ago, and like it looked really like impressive. Like it looked like Peanuts movie levels of really cool looking 3D/2D animation hybrid. Like when I saw it, I'm like, this is gonna be a banger. But no. What they did is they must have spent the entire budget on that teaser because it turns out it was a Disney Plus movie for Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and they blew the entire animation budget on that teaser, and it frickin' the movie itself not only completely ditches the 2D, 3D art style, but it just goes for full 3D animation. But it looks like a gosh darn PS2 cutscene. How could you do this?
get me in that portal. Ow! My foot.
Not that badly.
Okay, now it's time for some fun. Get me into Solitude. Alright.
Ah, food. Forgot you can't kill the sharks. It's a bonus round. Damn it, it is.
I hate bonus rooms. They suck.
And now it's time to go on a key quest. Give me another key. David buys what game he's composed for since he played Class of Play. He's working on lately. Now, so look it up. Open sesame. The yellow one was. Oh wait, no, it's right here. Take me alive. No. No, please. Oh, thank God. with that. Okay, now those levels are out of the way. Let's do the real good levels. The real good levels. Probably my second favorite cart level. This one absolutely slaps. If I don't do this first try, I want Ryder didn't do 4-2 on his first try to be on my epitaph. Write it on my epitaph. This shit is inexcusable! Such a based move. Only Dr. Free to pull a stunt like that. Oh hey, it's Salome Goomba. How are you doing? Good to see ya. Hell, there's the minecart level. It's one of my favorites. That hurts. This game is incredible. I think this might actually be one of my favorite 2D platformers, honestly. I wanted to... words. Yeah, I wanted to give it a replay after I played Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. And yeah, this game is still... God, it's so good at what it does. Yeah, it's definitely up there. There are also a lot of really good ones, like Celeste and Shovel Knight. But something about this one just... it's different. Like, the only thing I could complain about with this game is that the bosses aren't amazing. But other than that, like, this game really fires on all cylinders. Oh, and the bonus stages are kind of iffy. I don't like those very much. But other than that, game's, like, incredibly good. Oh, I forgot that those electrocute you. Another thing about this game, it does get compared quite a lot to Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. And that game is really good too. Like, really, really good. The other game is really, really good too, but it doesn't have as dynamic levels as this game does. Like, it's been a while since I played Yooka-Laylee and Impossible Lair. Like, I remember when I played it, I am really good at this game. When I played Yooka-Laylee and Impossible Lair, I'm like, wow, this is just as good as Tropical Freeze, or at least Returns. I definitely still think it is. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's like a more modern version of the SNES Donkey Kong Country games. But hey, Star Switch, how you doing? Yeah, I kind of wish, what is it? I do kind of wish that, Oh yeah, the world map in Impossible Lair is one of the coolest overworld maps I've seen in the game. Because it's practically a second game inside of it. And it's really cool because the previous game, I'm doing pretty well. Playing some Tropical Freeze. Yeah, with Impossible Lair, it's like the overworld is really cool because, you know, it's a top-down kind of thing, but since the previous Yooka-Laylee game was a 3D platformer, it sort of scratches that itch, kind of, except it's not really a full 3D platformer, but it's in the same kind of collectathon vein as, you know, Yooka-Laylee in a bit. So it's like it satisfies both, you know, people that wanted a sequel to Yooka-Laylee and those that kind of wanted, you know, another game kind of like Tropical Freeze or another Donkey Kong Country-esque game, which Impossible Lair did really well. I think that game deserves a lot of credit. I'm especially glad they got, it didn't really... Yeah, the reviews for Yooka-Laylee 1 weren't really that great. Like, and I played it myself, and I didn't hate it, but like, it was a very hard collectathon to get into. Like, it was too overwhelming for my liking. Kind of like Banjo-Tooie, I guess. At least in my opinion. But Impossible Lair is like, Yooka 1 is kind of like, it has a lot of charm in the right areas, but Yooka 1 has a lot of charm in the right areas, but I don't know, the level design and some of the mechanics just didn't really sit right with me. Like, it felt too bloated, and the worlds felt a little too... I don't know if they're too big or too empty. It's hard to describe. Yeah, I wasn't too big on the casino level either. That was definitely the low point of the game. It's like the first level, I already didn't really care for that much. The second level I thought was mostly decent. The third level I kind of forgot about. The fourth level was the point where I'm like, okay, I don't really want to play anymore. And the fifth level is like, okay, this one's kind of interesting, but like, this is very late into the game. Ow! I got pufferfish. Yeah, the fifth level in definitely my favorite. Looks really cool. I thought the final boss was pretty decent in the game, but it wasn't like I definitely, you know, I'm very interested to see how Yooka-Replay League turns out, but I'm also kind of nervous about it. I've only seen, the only thing I've seen, the only thing I've seen of Yooka-Replay League is, what is it, Ant Dude's, sort of, impressions video on it. I think I'm definitely going to play when it comes out, but I'm kind of nervous about it. Because I hope it doesn't fall into a lot of the same traps that the original Yooka-Laylee fell into. Polishing a turret, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the thing with it. It's like, you know, they're making it graphically look a lot better, but it's like, are they gonna fix the level design issues? You know, the controls with different things, especially the minecart sections. The minecart sections, they're gross. I don't like those. It's been a while since I've watched the impressions video that you did, so I don't really know how much they're doing to improve the game. But I'm still pretty worried about it. I just hope it's like, I don't see it topping. I don't see it topping Impossible Lair, personally, because Impossible Lair is a game that Playtonic definitely just, you know, they made. I see, you know, they made it not only to, you know, harken back to the old Donkey Kong Country days, but it's also a game that I'm pretty sure they just knew would work. It's like, okay, our last game was a little too ambitious. Let's scale it down just a wee bit, and let's make something we know that works. And it was great. Yeah, Michael is asleep, and Levi is not here. Yeah, that's a good point, because Yuka's levels didn't have that many things that made the levels unique, like yeah, in Banjo, you know, Freezy's peak, I'm forgetting the level names, because my brain is blanking, but it has a giant snowman, bubble goop swamp, has giant crocodile head that you do, you know, the eating contest in, along with the giant turtle. You know, there's the giant sphinx in Gobi Valley, and even in Banjo-Tooie, like, there's, you know, the giant middle section of the dinosaur level where there's a big frickin' dinosaur in there. And, you know, there's like a big, oh gosh, worlds. Forgot about that part. Oh my god, that's instant death. I forgot about that. Oops. But yeah, yeah, even Banjo-Tooie's worlds, had a lot of interesting things in them. But like with Yuka's worlds, it's like the first world is just like, you know, the grass/ruins level. You have the snow world, you know, is a big icy pond and there's a big castle. The swamp level, I don't remember anything about, aside from the tentacle boss. In the casino, everything is so scattered and it feels so unorganized that each landmark of the casino, it just feels, it doesn't feel like a real casino. Yeah, in the final level, that was easy to understand because there were a lot of clear landmarks on there once you got all of the... Yeah, once you got enough pages to expand the world, because there was stuff like... There was the giant moon, there was the... I think there was a lighthouse? I don't quite remember exactly how it was. It's been a while since I played Number 1, but... there was the giant moon area, there's, the ghost ship, or no, the spaceship stuff, where you turn into a literal, spaceship, it was a really cool looking world, and, that was definitely, why it was, the best world in the game. Yeah, I agree. I didn't like the expand feature. I get kind of the point of getting it, or why it exists, because it's like, oh, you get enough pages, you go back, there's more stuff to do, but it's like, then it kind of just makes, the world when you first enter it seem uninteresting, because World 5, when you first go into it, it looks so empty when you first enter World 5, because none of the landmarks are there, and it just looks like a very empty vacuum of space. It'd be beneficial to just have it expand immediately, even if it costs more pages to enter. I would rather deal with an entire, world that's massive than to just, completely, do part of it, leave, go to another one, and then come back. And, oh, it's larger now. It's just, it just doesn't really feel natural, I guess. It just feels kind of tedious, because it's like, oh, you can't do you unlocked a new world, but you only unlocked part of a new world. You gotta keep getting pages to make it an even larger world. It's like, I kind of want to be blown away by the world at the start. You don't have the ability to do every single thing in a world right away in a collectathon. Because, a lot of collectathons do that, where you have to unlock a certain ability in order to do everything in there. Like, Banjo-Tooie, even Banjo-Kazooie had, one instance in Freeze's Peak where you had to go back when you got the speed shoes. But, it felt natural there because, the whole world was there. You understood what it had in it, and if there was something you couldn't do, or the one thing you couldn't do in that game, it's like, okay, I just need this and I can come back later. I don't need a certain number of pages. It's not overwhelming. And the same thing, you know, as much as I kind of have confliction with Banjo-Tooie, is like, at least, you know, it's, you know, you see what the world contains when you enter it, and you know what you need to do when certain things come in the way. Like, if there's a certain obstacle in the way, it's like, okay, well, I don't have this ability, so I'm gonna have to come back when I have this ability. It made sense when you had to return to a world, but, you know, in Yooka-Laylee, it's just like, it completely hides the world from you. It's just, Yeah, I wouldn't blame you for not being Tooie. It's a very large game, kinda unnecessarily large. 100%ing Tooie was a massive chore. I didn't even 100% Yooka. I beat Yooka, but I didn't 100% it. Tooie kinda has a similar problem to Yooka, but not as severe. Grunty's Industries really when Tooie just completely nosedives. More so in the sense that, like, Grunty Industries is so overwhelming to the point where it just, my gosh. You never knew it was safe to move on in this game. It always felt like you missed something important. Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense, because there's a lot of time, because there's no... It's pretty much impossible to 100% every single world, to my knowledge, in Tooie, and turn for the first time. It's like, okay, you have to... You know, you don't know when to go back to a world. Yeah, I was looking at the comment that I just slipped right off the edge. Oh gosh, the train segment. The train segment is so annoying. Like, I like how it's trying to be interconnected. Like, it's really impressive for an N64 game, but, like, it just makes the game way too loaded, and it becomes really overwhelming, because it's just like, okay, what can I do in this world now? And then I don't even touch that world until I'm doing a whole other lap around every world in the game. Yeah, that's the biggest problem with Tooie. Like it's a very ambitious game, but it's just not really very fun, because, you know, it just shoves a whole lot at you, and it doesn't feel very digestible like Kazooie does. This part always freaks me out when I who's playing this level, and then suddenly, oh my god, it's a volcano. Not even Donkey Kong 64 felt like that. DK64 is a better version of Tooie. Interesting. I haven't really heard that many comparisons between Donkey Kong 64 and Tooie. 'Cause I hear both games are kind of nightmares to 100%. But I never really knew like which game is like better. I've never played Donkey Kong 64, so I don't know that much about it. Other than that it's pretty crazy to 100% with having to switch characters and whatnot. I'm surprised they haven't put it on NSO yet. It's funny because it's funny because Donkey Kong 64 was one of the first games they put on the Wii U and 64 Virtual Console, but the Switch has yet to have it. I am bad at this. Stop sending messages to. You're good. It is difficult, but I have beaten it before. It's just very. I'll read that after this attempt. This is one of the levels that doesn't give you the barrel. Difficult as in reprogramming. Oh, it didn't run correctly on the Wii U. Dang. Oh, that's odd. That's an interesting way to go about it. Speeding up the character when speeding up the character when the frame rate lowers. That's actually interesting because I know one of the things that makes Banjo-Tooie a little iffy when it comes to re-releases is that the game would lag quite frequently on real hardware, and because of that, they specifically designed the timing of the opening cutscene. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Is it? Emulators don't slow down. Yeah.
That level was difficult.
Oh, the stream is lagging? Doo-doo. Oh. Let me see if I can fix that. Let's see, hopefully it's better. It is definitely not better. Okay, maybe that's better. Hopefully. Let's see if DK plays on his 3DS. Maybe that'll be a sign that the stream is coming back. Alright, DK, where are you gonna play? He was playing Donkey Kong Country Returns on the 3DS. I think everything's good now. Hopefully. Alright, let's continue. No, I haven't had Dixie Kong in a fight yet. But yeah, emulation with... I can see why that game is probably difficult to port to NSL. That being the method, it kind of deals with lag. Part of me secretly kind of hopes they port, they get Smash 64 on NSO, but I'm kind of doubting that'll happen because of, what is it? I'm kind of doubting it'll happen because of, I don't know, I guess how Smash kind of is lately. Especially with Smash Ultimate kind of, you know, the definitive Smash Brothers. Yeah, I think Smash 64 online would be a lot of fun. Because, like, there's still some valid reasons to play Smash 64 over something like Smash Ultimate. Just like how there is with, like, Melee and Brawl. Like, I know it's the first game, but I still kind of have a bit of a soft spot for it. Why was it? Yeah, it does. It's like, you know, they didn't have, you know, a lot of the stuff like air dodging, a bunch of different secret mechanics, or side specials. I don't think those were an issue, but like, you know, it was just kind of a, you know, basic fun little fighting game. You don't really need to brainstorming to port that over to NSO. I mean, I know they ported it back in the Wii Virtual Console days, but I don't think they ported it on Wii U Virtual Console, which is unfortunate. But I mean, it is definitely possible because what is it? I mean, I only have not done it before, but they've actually ported quite a few N64 games I never really thought they would port in NSO. Like, they ported the original Mario Party, which I'm shocked they would ever re-release. Even Mario Party 3, which, you know, was definitely more positively received than Mario Party 1. But, like, they normally only release Mario Party 2 when it comes to N64 Mario Parties. Yeah, it's really cool to have all 3 Mario Parties in the N64 era on the Switch. It is really quite cool to have all 3 of them there. Man, I really want to continue this. If I was doing 2 worlds of stream. Yeah, the first game does not hold up. Like, I was playing it in NSO. I got Expansion Pass recently because I decided to buy the N64 NSO controller, which is really, really cool. I really love the NSO N64 controller. But, not only does it not have items, but it's very unforgiving. And I truly did not know how bad the analog stick rotation minigames were in, I did not know how truly bad the analog stick minigames were in Mario Party 1. Maybe they're a bit easier when using, like, a Pro Controller, but, like, when I was doing the tug of war thing in Minigame Island, like, here's the thing, I'll boot it up real quick, just because I want to show it, because it's, oh, nope, that's not what I want to do, just because it's fascinating to me, because what they do, yeah, that's the thing. The palm method works the best when it comes to the analog stick rotating minigames. And the thing is, like, when you boot up, yeah, it can hurt. It really does. Like, the thing is, when you boot up Mario Party, it has that warning on the top. To avoid irritation to your skin and or damage the control stick, please avoid using the palm of your hand. The thing with that is that I really tried doing the tug of war minigame I really tried doing it with the palm of my hand. Oh yeah, no, I was always confused by that as well. Like, I was always confused by that as well whenever I saw the Mario Party box art. It's like, the 3 is like right next to Mario Party, so I was always like, oh, okay, that's Mario Party 3. But no, it's a completely different box art, and I always forget that. Would have been a really cool, way to have the Mario get back to it. But, yeah, the thing is, with the rotating minigames is I really tried to do them without, using the palm of my hand. But I'm convinced it is impossible to do them.
Finish!
Like, I'm convinced it's impossible to do them, without the palm of your hand. Especially this Boo minigame right here. This Boo minigame is horrific. Because I was able to do the tug of war one barely, but like this one, it wants me to use, they say on the top, it's like, okay, please avoid using the palm of your hand. Okay, I'm using my thumb. I didn't do it. I guess wear a glove, yeah. And then, you know, I really try to do as fast as I can. I can't do it. But even with the palm of my hand, which I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna have a bit of a cushion between my palm and my shirt. I don't really have any gloves at the moment, but
Start!
oops. Stop pausing it. It's like, even when doing it with the palm of my hand, it's so hard.
Oh no!
It's like, even with the palm of my hand, it's so hard to do. Do I have a better material for this? Cause like, even with doing the palm of your hand, like, it's doable, but it's like really hard. So I'm pretty sure they just put that warning there just so that way they don't get sued like they did back when the game first came out. Oh my goodness! How?
Oh no!
My palm itches. Alright, I'm gonna try this one more time, because I was just doing this just to prove a point.
Start!
I don't think I'm doing it. Yeah, no.
Finish!
Like, I don't know how...
Oh!
I don't know how they did this. You need someone who had layers of skin missing on his palm because of this. My gosh, yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah, like, I don't know how they got away with it. Or they didn't get away with it because they had to send gloves, but like, it's fascinating that they were able to re-release this. Not because like, oh, it's so bad that I can't believe they re-released it, but like, with the lawsuit, you know, and everything, and the fact that, you know, the minigame requires such intense analog stick rotation, and you pretty much have to use the palm of your hand in order to get anywhere. It's really surprising, because I don't think even the warning... I don't even know if it's possible. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't make it easier, because I cannot see any normal person, like any average, like, player just getting past this one thing. Let me see if it's easier with the Pro Remote. I imagine it probably isn't. But I imagine... Actually, it probably is a bit easier with the Pro Remote.
Start!
So, plot twist, it's way easier with the Pro Remote.
Clear!
Yeah. Yeah. How was that? Hey, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good sleep. Yeah, so I guess it was just the N64 controller. Like, it makes it difficult. Okay, I think I can see how they were able to get away with it. But yeah, you have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Might as well finish this while I'm here. This is not a Mario Party stream, but I might as well.
Start! Finish!
I got clobbered.
Miss!
Oh no!
Yellow! Start! Finish! Clear! Yellow!
My palm hurts.
Start! Finish! Clear!
Well, that was easy.
Yellow! Start! Finish!
hot rope jump.
Start. Finish.
Oops.
Miss.
Oh no!
Yellow. Start. Finish.
Mario Party mini.
Miss.
Oh no!
So, context for why we were here. Was it? I was talking about Mario Party and how, or I was talking about the games that got re-released on N64 NSO. And I was thinking like, okay, maybe they should.
Finish.
I was like, maybe they should, it'd be cool to have Smash 64. It's not completely out of the picture because they managed to get away with re-releasing Mario Party 1, which is an insane task for them to do because they got in a big lawsuit over it back when it released. And then that led to me being like, yeah, it's crazy how they even still re-released it, considering all the stick rotation minigames still suck.
Finish.
They still suck, and I'm convinced,
Oh no!
because the thing is with Mario Party 1, it's the only game when you click on it in NSO that it has a disclaimer before you play, like, do not use the palm of your hand to do this, or to do these minigames, to avoid skin irritation. Kind of like how Mario Party Superstars does it. However, in this game, you're going against CPUs. And I most commonly play this with the N64 controller. And the thing is, with the N64 controller, it makes the analog stick rotation minigames way harder, and the CPUs are cracked at them. And, you know, they say, okay, don't use the palm of your hand, yet on the N64 controller, it is only really possible to do the N64 rotation minigames with the palm of your hand. It's like, I'm convinced they're impossible otherwise.
Miss.
So I was basically like, okay, let's try doing this minigame with my thumb, which didn't go over well. And I'm like, okay, well then let's try the intended method, which, you rotate with the palm of your hand, or not really it being the intended method, because you're not supposed to do that, but it's the only realistic method to beating it. And I still, because this game is so stingy, I still didn't beat it, even when breaking my palm on the analog stick of the N64 controller. So I was like, yeah, this game is ridiculous, because, they want you to use your thumb in these analog stick rotating minigames, but I'm convinced it's impossible to do that. I was mainly playing on the N64 controller, though. But what I didn't try was doing the minigame with the Pro Controller. And I'm like, okay, well, less resistance, stuff like that. You know, might as well give it a shot. Damn it!
Finish. Miss.
Oh no!
However, because there's less resistance on the Pro Controller than the N64 controller, my point basically got nuked, and I did it on my first try. Using my thumb. So I'm like, oh.
Start.
Well, I guess that makes it a bit more reasonable as to why this could be re-released if you can just use your thumb to beat that minigame. Even if it's hard. There goes my point. But yeah, that's why we're here playing Mario Party instead of Donkey Kong. I pretty much finished playing Donkey Kong for the day. I did everything I wanted to do. Continue it next time I stream this. But I wanted to keep talking, so I was just like, you know what? Why not? I'll try and, you know, I'll show how crazy Mario Party is on NSO. And that's why we're here. I would have stopped after the rotation minigame, but this game has limited saves.
Finish.
Yeah,
Clear.
they did not think the minigames through. Like, I'm baffled any of the stick rotation minigames returned in Mario Party Superstars. Save my game, please. I don't want to play this game anymore. Still thoughts to do 3D World? It's definitely a possibility. I'm not opposed to it, but I don't know when I'd do it. Could be fun. I think it'd be interesting to do at some point, probably, but I don't know when I'd do it. If I do decide to do it, I'll let you know. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this stream. Thank you all very much for watching. I had a lot of fun. Yeah. I will see you all in the inevitable and eventual part 3 of this wondrous chapter of my streaming career, where I decide that I want to completely just, I don't know, just play a bunch of Donkey Kong games. But I imagine we'll have some fun the next time we do so. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a good day. Same to you, Star. I hope you have a good day as well. Thank you. Anyway, goodbye for now. Sleep tight, and please spend your money wisely, unlike me, who bought Donkey Kong